ba dito yung pinaka-latest ko? Ay, ito. Flatlands. Dun, tururun, tururun, dun. Dun, tururun, tururun, dun. Ano yung chat? Okay. Naalala ko na. Oo nga.
Ano naalala mo?
Hindi, yung... Tagal ko kasing parang isang buwan nata ako nag-stop mag-play ng Octopath. So, naalala ko na kung ano. Iniisip ko nga kung sino yung main, yung team ko. Kasi di ba 4 lang. So, iniisip ko pa kung sino yung talagang... Ganda ng music. Challenge. Strength 2. A battle, fair and square. To arms! Wait a moment. Can't we talk about this first?
Let us fight with honor.
Last stream ka ba?
Have at you.
Nagsistream pa. Have at you!
The battle is truly joined.
The battle is truly joy.
Have at you.
Yung warrior skills, level slash.
I will cut you down.
So, alam mo na yung trick na para makapasok sa mga bahay.
Victory shall be mine.
Sa mga bahay.
I will cut you down.
Diba sometimes
Victory shall be mine. My blade is unbending.
Hindi ko alam.
Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Fine fight that was. You have my thanks. Tulog siya. Lakas ng audio nito. Saan yung settings? Tingnan natin. 50. Dun, 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 dun.
Magpa-progress na yung story ko.
So, sino kakausapin ko? Open. Wala. Punta. Dire-diretso lang ata. Atlas Dam Palace Gate. Oh. Sino to? Kausapin ko. Hello? Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. South of here. Okay. And you?
Listen.
A priceless book was stolen from the archives many years ago. Ever since then, they've kept this place tightly guarded. Okay, so ito. Si Cyrus. Yes. I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him. Just to make sure we all understand one another.
Oh, dyan ka na pala na-part.
His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlas Dam, nestled in the fertile plains of the flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. Actually, sabi nila boring daw to yung kay Cyrus. Yung umpisa niya.
Scholar pala yan. Scholar ng Makati.
Scholar ng bayan. Scholar ng UP.
Alam mo pinaka-boring sa akin na yung Ophelia.
Ophelia? Yun nga yung pinaka-interesting sa akin eh.
Oh, really?
Oo.
Interesting pala yung dalawang babae, tapos ako na lang maglalaban nito. Hindi ako hindi interesado yung storyline for me sa all throughout.
Ah. It is in the library, where he learns of a grievous theft, certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit. Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man in his shadowy subterranean study. He will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. Take Cyrus along. Sure. Sino yung re-replace ko? Si Tressa na lang muna. Confirm. Ano? Cannot replace. Ano to? Okay, ayun. Here the beginning of the tale, yes.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago.
Ganun pala yung boses niya. And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago.
Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera.
Orstera.
But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn.
Gusto ko yung accent niya. So long as there is a desire to learn.
The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the flatlands.
Story remember.
Who can tell me how many clans lived in the flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid!
Splendid! Finally, I can begin my research. The library outside is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Let's go. Move. Sino to? Talk. Okay, the crown. The seat. Chests downstairs. Oh.
Oh.
Professor.
Professor Albright.
Oh, thank heavens, you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is,
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
indeed,
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame at that.
The truth is,
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that
Oh.
Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
with pleasure.
No need for apologies. It would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
I thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I am running late.
good day.
Pray, do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese.
Oh, hello there, Therese.
Yes.
Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Hmm. Okay. Off we go. To the town. Where am I supposed to go?
It's me, Cyrus.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright here to browse some special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of the Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
With pleasure. Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes, much as a child is fascinated by a new toy. I am titillated by the prospect of you acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression in your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright.
Professor Albright! The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well. Might I ask you of a favor?
What might that be?
The truth is,
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear.
Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter.
Do enter.
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I do believe I made my hypothesis clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis.
You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing. That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ear. The headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Paano
Sir?
gisingin ang parrot?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Yes. What is it, Cyrus?
It's about Professor Albright, sir.
Ooh, treachery. Old lady.
This is the Royal Academy, Atlas Dam's pride and joy.
Sure is rain.
All are welcome to engage in the pursuit of knowledge here.
Where do we go? Where do we go?
Can I help you?
Ah, Mr. Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is the most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault. A disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree?
If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that. Indeed, a habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I could inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who have been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars, then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well.
Oh,
Russell just isn't cut out for this work. Whatever has he, move along now. Scrutinize. Let's see now. Testimony. Of course I've got a key to the archives, and no, it wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes, is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother sleeping, stealing a worthless tome anyway? Most intriguing. The guard situation. Scrutinize. Let's see now. Testimony. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guards stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Most intriguing. Alright, you. Scrutinize. Let's see now. Testimony. The key to the archives? Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I'm gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. Most intriguing. Who else can we question? Saan to? Nasa taas. Taas ba to? Up we go. Into... Okay. What is it this time, Cyrus? Scrutinize. Let's see now. Testimony. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. Most intriguing. He has a key, this is true, but the dust gathered upon it suggested.
Splendid.
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses the keys to the archives? Headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
Of course! It all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose key was used to unlock the archives? The fuck should I know? The guards? The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh,
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off this person.
Hey, Potch, have you tried out teamfight tactics?
Yeah, sa league.
Uh-oh.
Saya din yun. Kalaro ko sila, sina Melty, minsan. As in sobrang minsan. So is it possible that the guard is our man?
no.
No. He would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is... The culprit is Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably, that's shifty scholar Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof. Or is it?
Shall we begin?
Now all that matters is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it, he's been doing his research underground these days. Oh. Underground indeed.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. And so I have taken it upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off. But I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. Cyrus joined the party. Sign in? Save. We shall save. Save. Save successful. Ito lang yung ayaw ko dito. Yung pag may bagong character, low level siya. So bubuhatin ng team.
Ganun talaga.
Herb of Clamor.
This is the beginning of your end.
Combat. This is the beginning of your end.
Victory shall be mine.
Wow. Nakalimutan ko na yung ginagawa ng mga... Ano na to ah. Oh well. Ay shit, nag-miss. Okay.
My turn.
My turn. Thief skills. Wildfire.
We don't play fire.
Kevium.
What next?
What next? Hunter skills. Lightning. Beast lore. Send Linda.
An interesting dilemma.
An interesting dilemma. Fire or ice wind? None of them are weak against ice. Doink. He's weak against fire sand. Sakit ba yun? Hindi pala. Alright. Wildfire. Sana pala kinapture ko yung...
Miss it. Letting the hunt.
Miss it! Letting the hunt beginning. What do we want? True strike? Rain of arrows.
Rain and arrows up on them.
Now then.
Now then! Abide. Strike all foes with a sword. I don't think they're weak against swords, but sure, whatever.
Now, what next?
Now, what next? Namatay. Flame attack.
Out of my way.
Out of my way.
What next?
Capture. Yes.
Now then.
Now then.
Now, what next?
Now.
Tapos ano naman, watch for you.
Oh, ice!
Huh?
Pierce them through!
Mechanics niya, type of mechanics.
Yung mechanics ng... Ano?
Octopath ng day, ano niya.
Oh.
And that's that.
Hindi, ba't sana kumalit?
Hmm? Ano yun? Hello? Hello?
Akala daw ni Shirai mag tayo.
Mag?
Apex.
Pwede rin.
Medyo lag eh.
Ha?
Mamaya, mamaya.
Okay. Wait, naiihi ako. Yun ang nakakainis pag nag-stream ka. Mayat maya, naiihi ka na.
Yeah, actually. Bili ka na lang ng ano, ng...
Urinal. Arinola.
Checklist. Clear what?
Oo nga, 33 followers.
Naka?
33 followers ako.
Yung iba, tulog pa nga eh.
Wala, paano ako papunta dun?
Let us begin.
Let us begin.
What next?
Hey, Tutsi, stop. Summon beast. Fire wisp. Ah, shit, yung creature na gusto ko.
Out of my way.
Yung malakas. Yun yung kaya gusto ko si Hanet eh. Kasi di ba nanguhuli siya ng creatures?
Ay, hindi ko pa kasi. Ang last ko parang huhulihin si Hani.
Ah.
Try this!
Kasi sasama niya.
Oh, malakas kasi itong ano eh. Kung anong
Diyan sa
tawag dito.
pinuntahan mo nga pala, meron siyang likod na cave na sobrang OP ng mga
Kalaban.
workout.
Game
May
over.
hidden cave dyan na na-discover ko lahat. But,
Yun, weak din siya dun.
What is the logical course of action?
What is the logical course of action? Wait, ayokong patayin to. Ah, lahat sila apektado. Yun lang.
Oh, ice! Pierce them
Ah,
through!
huwag ka mamamatay. Huhulihin pa kita.
Try this!
Come in, if thou darest.
Come in if thou darest. So capture. Kaso, may space pa ba ako? Kasi yung strength niya, 4 eh. Kaya maganda yung crit niya. May space pa kaya ako? Release one of the beats you've already captured from your last arc. I don't need this weak lizard sandman.
Now then.
Attack.
An interesting dilemma.
An interesting dilemma.
I need...
Out of my way.
Sino yung team mo?
Try this.
Ano yan?
Sino
Come
yung
if
mga
thou darest.
team mo?
Ayaw kong sumali sa team kasi parang wala lang, ayaw ko nang magkaroon ng team.
Ha? Hindi, sa ano? Yun team mo sa Octopath.
Team sa ako.
Now then.
Anyways,
I think not.
An
Octopath,
interesting.
I think
ano,
not.
Knight.
Now, what
Hindi ako
next?
matanong.
Si Olberic.
Not have
Gusto ko din yun.
I think not.
Come in if
Tapos,
thou darest.
di ko tinatanggal si Primrose.
Feeling ko malakas yun. Para siyang bard, no?
Malakas yun.
Nang aakit.
Mga aki. Buffer siya, no? Di-buffer, something like that.
Thou didst fight
Tapos,
with
pwede pa siya
courage.
mag-summon pag may na-allure siya.
Oo, nagsusummon siya ng ano?
Ay, kung sino yung mahahanap niya na tao na malakas, gano'n.
Oo.
Sobrang OP. Kasi pag nakakuha ka ng isang malakas. Di ba pag kay Olberic, pag bumaban ka para may level sila. Level yung kalaban.
Oo. Sino to? Talk. If you need anything, just say the word. Bye. Ang dami na akong ganyan eh. Save. May save
Let
point.
us beginning.
Let us beginning.
Victory shall be mine.
Victory shall be mine.
I will cut you down.
Let in my arrow fly and true.
My turn.
My turn. Corrosive armor.
I see through the defenses. An interesting.
Let in my arrow fly and true.
Beast Lord.
Victory shall be mine.
An interesting dilemma.
Yun pala siya dun.
What next?
Axes.
Holding back.
Ay, yun pala siya sa axe.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Chest. Soulstone. Oh, story time. Yay!
What?
Professor Albright! Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working?
Excuse me.
My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door.
A moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing. Mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives?
I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. What? The hells you can?
The truth is...
Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber.
What?
But that's impossible. He was asleep. I'm positively... Ah.
Oh,
Keeping up on our friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about this goddamn book.
is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy to prove your innocence, of course. No. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all.
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
I don't think this one will
Come in, if
Listen
thou
t-
darest.
to reason. Let's see. What do we do? He's weak against... Okay, so... Summon Beast. Fire Wisp. Ooh, wow, that's testy. Alright, how about we... Corrosive Armor. This
I
big
see
guy.
through the defenses.
Now then.
No then! So he's weak against swords. Are they all weak against swords? I don't wanna... Alright, I just wanna beat him down. Beat him down! Whose turn is it?
Now, what next?
Now, what next? The scoreless turn? Ooh. Not
Let
very
my arrow
strong.
fly and true.
So we'll summon another beast. We'll give this... Oh,
Out of my way.
wrong target. Can we steal? I do want to share some SP, but I do want to steal some SP. So we'll buff it up.
I appreciate it. Really.
Ooh, that's a lot of SP. Full
How
health.
about you?
Full SP. Alberic is a little bit low on...
Out of my way!
Ooh. Ah. Ooh. We need a healer. Stat.
Let's try this.
Actually, gusto ko din yung ano, yung potions maker.
Come in, if thou
Ano,
darest.
para alchemist.
Oh, yung alchemist. Fire Wisp. Okay. Thief skills. Share SP. Keep it up. Alright. Hala. No, Cyrus!
Now then.
Bigat-bigat mo kasi, putik.
Death by 1,000 cuts!
Death by 1,000 cuts!
My turn.
I have to revive him. Which one is it?
Here.
Olive of Life.
Victory shall be mine.
Thousands.
Death by 1,000 cuts!
Kunat naman ito. World Fur.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Hunter skills. True strike. Rain of arrows.
Rain and arrows up on them.
Nope. Okay. It's kind of weak. Shit. Don't you dare die, Olberic.
Here.
Ah.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
How about we beast lore? Oof. Nah.
Now then.
260. Alright, well, we're out of SP. And I do need to. Does anyone need a heal? Nah. Yes!
An
The break
interesting
in-
dilemma.
An interesting dilemma.
Oh, flames, rage strong.
Oh, flames! Rage strong.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
What next? Summon beast?
Coming.
Kunat naman talaga no? Pag ayaw talaga mamatay, ayaw mamatay.
Here.
Eh. 45,
Victory
45.
shall be mine.
Alright, Olberic.
My blade is.
What is the logical course of action?
What is the logical course of action? Icewind? Yun. Patay din.
What's this?
Silence.
Victory shall be mine.
Okay. Break. Therion. Wildfire. Steel. Or Steel SP.
Let's do this. I appreciate it. Really.
Full SP.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
So it's weak against ice. We have an ice sentinel.
What's this now?
Silenced, so you're on heal duty.
How about this?
How about this?
Now then.
Alright. I guess we want Ethereum to provide
Out of
some
my
SP
way.
to Alberic. Alberic is our biggest damage dealer.
Keep it up.
What next?
Hunter skills. I kind of want to go
Coming.
mono damage. Ooh, good choice. Ouch.
What's this now?
Heal yourself.
Let's try this.
Who's next? Yeah. Shit. And it's a bit low. We gotta heal her.
Here.
What's this now?
And Cyrus is always low.
Let's try
so we gotta
this.
heal him.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright. We gotta do this. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
Battle is truly joy.
The battle is truly joyed. All foes with a sword. Alright.
I will cut you down.
Nope.
Have at you.
Did not help. We have to stun him.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
We have to stun him somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna stun him. We have to stun him. Thunderbird? Are you weak against thunder? That answers our question.
Out of my way.
Alright, so Therion has the most
I'm ready. Are you? Try this.
break.
What's this now?
What's this now? Cyrus is still at full health.
What next?
I didn't do anything. Alright, well, Ice Sentinel. No,
Out of my way.
I Sentinel the wrong creature. Everyone is still good on health. Everyone is still good on
I see through
FC.
defenses.
The
Who's
battle
next?
is truly joined.
Okay. Don't die.
What next?
My focus is
2-2-2-2. Oh shit.
Sorry.
No, Ulbrich, don't die. I think we need a bigger heal potion.
here.
Who's next?
Come in,
Had it?
if thou darest.
Has to heal herself. We're out of those heal thingies. Alright, self
This
heal.
will help it.
Have at you.
I guess he has to revive someone. The olive of life.
Use this.
What next?
Okay. What's her course of action? Can I Sentinel?
Holding back nothing.
Ooh, 1,000 damage.
Out
Oh,
of my
he's
way.
down. Nicely done. Okay, I guess we can wildfire.
Don't blink twice.
And there she goes too.
And that's that.
I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter what, no matter who you perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did. And yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
Ah, from the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
I see. So this volume was lost or stolen long before that.
yes.
Right, as always, Professor. Pray, tell me more about from the far reaches of hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I'm not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Oh, it's another mystery, it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster would speak with you at once.
Is Artemis?
Again? What could it be this time? Perhaps he has plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists...
Ah, yes.
Rumor has it the scholar Russell's fallen on hard times.
Tell the truth.
Last I heard, he sold his house and locked himself away in a cave under the academy to continue his research. Now that's devotion. Upstairs? I guess we should. Upstairs it is.
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter.
Good. Enter.
Thank you, Lucia.
Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Oh. And you believe this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright has put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing field work in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
as regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Professor!
Oh, Cyrus, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
Hirap na.
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If for anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Professor. Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
Head southeast of the town. To southeast. Save, save, save.
Now, I must must find out all I can about From the Far Reaches of Hell. My erstwhile colleague Odette knows more about arcane studies than anyone I know. Last I heard, she sojourned in Quarry Quest. I should begin my journey there.
Who's this? And so Cyrus left the academy behind in search of the lost tome from the far reaches of hell. What dark secrets might its pages hold? Only the gods know. Settling out.